climb. I'm just gonna climb this. It's not really a mountain, it's more of a hill. See? But it's just a really pretty hill, so time for a nice morning climb. There is a flock of sheep that roams around these hills grazing. They were on the close hillside when we got here and parked. That was pretty cool. We haven't seen them since then though. They must have a pretty good territory here. There's a little stream that is on this side of the road. I've got to walk down to a bridge before I can get over to that hill. There's the stream. Could have hopped that, but the banks look pretty steep, and so I didn't want to slip. End my hike early. Did I say hill? This is a mountain in Hill's clothing. It is steep. And all the greenery covers this scree stuff. It's pretty slippery. Been using my my water bottle as a miniature walking stick. There are a whole bunch of geese trying to find their way. I think they lost their leader. They went by once, and there's one goose flying in a different direction. And then the group kept going in the same direction, and then I saw them loop back the other way, and now they're coming back this way. I found the sheep. They're on that hill right in the middle there. Probably can't see them from here. Here come the geese again. There's a group up there heading to the north, and then there's a group up higher heading to the west. This one's curving, so I think they're trying to find the other group. And just so you make no mistake that this hill was really a mountain, it shows you this ridge of rock right on top. It's okay, hill, I believe you. I mean mountain. So as I was climbing this hill, I had a couple things come to mind. The first thing is my family's favorite shows is Man vs. Wild, and Bear Grylls always says that when you're climbing a mountain, you break it up into sections. You say, I'm heading for that rock or that tree, and then you get there, and then you go on to the next section. You say, okay, I'm going to that now. But you don't start out climbing with that list of section goals. You're choosing them as you go. And you also are choosing ones that you have a path to. Like, it wouldn't do you any good to pick something as your goal that is totally inaccessible. You're just going to waste your time. As I was climbing this hill, I would say I'm heading for that tall bush, or I'm heading for that dead tree, or something like that. But I would, at each of those stops, I would look ahead and see, okay, what do I want to head for next? What's a good marker? And is there a path to get there? Sometimes the paths would be pretty clear. Other times you have to push through some bushes. But I'd always want to look for something that there's actually a way to get to. Something that's doable. You don't want it to be too far that it's just a trudge, and you don't want it to be too close that you don't actually feel like you accomplished anything. It needs to be just the right distance, and you need to be able to get there. The second thing is the geese. There goes some more right now. Geese are not as magical as your grade school teachers would have you believe. They don't just simply fly north and south when they migrate, just like from point A to point B, and just know the way. The geese that have been flying overhead today, they follow the mountains. They're following these mountains because they go north. And if they keep following them, there's going to be twists and turns, but they're going to get to where they want to go. That's what the geese do. They follow mountains, they follow rivers, they follow things that get them to where they need to go. It's just like picking out landmarks, picking out sections when you're climbing a mountain or when you're walking a trail. It's the same kind of thing. You're picking those goals that are attainable, but enough of an accomplishment to keep you going. Because you need to have a path to get there in order to get there, but they need to be hard enough to give you the sense of achievement to keep going. So those two things mixing together on my climb up just made me really think about, that's the way that it all is. That's the way that life is. It's just, you have to pick the goals. They have to be doable, but they also have to be adventurous. You have to have big goals like climbing a mountain, but you have to have little goals that make it possible. Because achieving those difficult but possible goals, that's what gives you the energy to go on. Time to head down.